Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video here at Talkin' Rock. Today I am going to be listening to Steve Vai, Building the Church. I'm going to reminisce a little bit here so you can skip ahead to the reaction if you want. I remember a long time ago, year and a half ago, I was watching this video, top 10 tapping riffs of all time, and I just immediately thought Eruption, right? Like it's the song that kind of started, tapping as we know it, basically. At least I think so. But no, Eruption was not number one. This song that I'd never heard of before was Building the Church was number one. And I was just blown away. I was like, what is that? Playing with both hands. And I'd heard about Steve Vai a lot, just from watching YouTube and stuff. People would be like, mention Steve Vai, or this is something Steve Vai does or something. But for whatever reason, I'd never just looked him up. I don't know why. Just because I was watching other guitarists, I guess. But when I saw the Building the Church tapping part, I was like, oh my goodness. And I looked up, I was like, that's by Steve Vai. I know who that is. I've never listened to him, though. And I looked up the song and was just pretty much an instant Steve Vai fan. I've been a Steve Vai fan ever since. It's just, I had never seen the guitar played like that before, between the tapping stuff and the whammy bar and everything. But it's been quite a while since I watched this video. Been watching other guitarists again, and so it's really good to come back to it. This is the very video I watched, first time I ever watched Steve Vai, and I love this song. It's one of my favorite Steve Vai ones for sure. I love the drum intro. She's like a freaking wizard. Love that lick. I love the violin and guitar together. Get used to the way I'm doing. Bluesy bends. tapping part. I watched a video Steve I talking about learning it, and he talked about like this arm, you know, which you're not used to holding up like this. He was saying he would like sit somewhere where he could rest like the elbow of this arm on something while practicing that, because it would get tired. And I tried it just a little bit by just coming up with a really simple tapping part with both hands, and yeah, like it's so hard just getting both of them to correlate and play at the same time, you know, and you're not used to using your hands that way. That's something with the guitar, you know, if it's down like you normally play, you know, even if it's harder, different, I'm still used to using my fingers, you know, I've got the muscle memory down. But when you switch up to like this, neither hand is really used to playing that way at all. So it's not, but it's a little bit like learning a completely new instrument, because you got to start basically almost from nothing and build up the muscle memory and everything, you know, all completely new to play the guitar like this instead of, you know, like this or like this. And yeah, it's incredibly difficult. So cool. Gotta be kidding me, I'm getting an ad. Come on, YouTube. There we go. Beautiful note. Man, the drum, the drum and bass are like rocking in this song, because he's doing all that stuff, but the funk and the groove behind that sounds so good. Is that drum and bass, like, sounds good. I think that right there is why a lot of people will accuse Steve Vai of never really being musical. They're like, oh, it's just noise, you know, it's just whammy bar squeals and stuff. And granted, some of that stuff, just like that right there, maybe it's not the most musical thing ever. But a lot of his licks and solos are very musical, very, you know, melodic and stuff. And stuff like that, I personally think, you know, everybody's got their own opinion. But even if it's not the most musical, I just think it's so cool that he's able to add stuff like that into the song, you know, and make it work, make it flow. It's just, I love it. It just sounds, it adds a cool kind of his style to the song, you know. Whoa. I completely forgot about that part. Good grief, that was amazing. So good. How does he keep his guitar in tune? Whether you think it's musical or not, whether you like it or not, you still have to admit the stuff he does is impressive. Just how difficult it would be to do. I mean, he takes the guitar and plays it normally and then adds in all this other stuff that he's doing at the same time, where it's tapping, whammy bar stuff, all the crazy harmonics and everything. He just and anytime you add more levels to something, it's going to get harder, just all this stuff he do. I just from a beginner guitar perspective like me, I watch him and I can see, I don't even have to try it. I can just see by watching him how hard and how long and how many hours of work it would take to master that. And that's impressive just in that, I think. Another thing I keep thinking, since I've done a lot of Frank Zappa reactions, obviously this is a little more like metal than a lot of Frank Zappa stuff is, but I still can kind of see, just like the bigger band, the composing and stuff that Steve Vai, I'm sure, learned a lot from Frank Zappa. Like, I just see some similarities in all the instruments and everything. It's just, it's really cool, I think, that Steve Vai was able to learn so much from Frank Zappa, I think. I see some similarities between the two. That note is high. Wow. Man, it's been too long since I watched that video. This is mind blowing. I see some people comment about how they don't like guitar faces, or like the Guitar Hero face or something. I feel kind of indifferent, but sorry guys if the camera angle just changed a little bit or something. My camera battery died, so I had to switch out. But like I was saying, a lot of people talk about how they don't like guitar faces, or like I said, I feel kind of indifferent. But I feel like you can't listen to Steve Vai without doing guitar faces. Like, it's just some of those notes he hits. Like, I don't see how he hits notes that high. It's just, you just gotta do a guitar face. But yeah, that song is definitely one of my favorite Steve Vai. Every time I watch that video or listen to it, I'm just blown away. It's just musically, technically, everything. It's just very impressive. I mean, Steve Vai is definitely a guitar player. I mean, if I didn't play guitar, I probably wouldn't like that song near as much because I wouldn't see how difficult it really is. But that being said, or that put aside, whatever, it's still just impressive. He's an amazing musician and guitar player, I think. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say other than I cannot imagine being able to play that, Like, I could sit down with my guitar and practice probably now until the end of my life and still never be able to play. Yeah, it's incredible. Please comment any other Steve Vai songs you would like me to react to. As big a Steve Vai fan as I am, I really haven't listened to a huge amount of his catalog. Partly being because I'm saving certain ones, hopefully to do a reaction to. And partly just because, I don't know, I spend more time practicing guitar than listening to other guitar players, probably. I don't know. So yeah, please comment any Steve Vai songs or just any songs you'd like me to react to. And please subscribe to Talking Rock. I would really appreciate it. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't, please comment why you didn't like it. I'm always trying to improve video quality. And so yeah, I guess that's about it for this one. And I hope I'll see you again here at Talking Rock real soon.